That's myfavoritedj.com. Welcome to the home of my favorite DJ, DJ Jules, baby. If you're looking for a DJ for any type of event, call us now, 313-595-8845. Once again, that's 313-595-8845. www.that'smyfavoritedj.com. The perfect DJ for any of your events. Sweet 16, 21, 30, 50. You turn to 75 years of age, DJ Jules, baby, is the perfect DJ for you. Weddings, corporate events, call 313-595-8845. That's myfavoritedj.com.
Combined power of a group when working together is greater than the total power achieved when working alone.
That's synergy.
Synergy works. Synergy. From the Greek word synergos, equals working together. Synergy works. Synergy is different people working out together advantageously for one final outcome, one goal, rewarding results. Synergy works. Don't train by yourself. Train with synergy. Why? Because synergy works. Contact us today to set up your fitness assessment. Synergy works.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and More, where we specialize in red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate-covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, heat transfers, custom office signs. TNT Cakes, Creations, and More. Give us a call.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah. Big flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoya, Deshaun, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.
Welcome back to the GAMG, the Big Flex Strongcast for episode 114. I am your host, As y'all already know, John Q in this bitch, and we got a full house tonight. Say we got the squad back, of course. Hey, look, we gotta say sis down there, Latoya the Shine in the building. What up, sis?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Say hey, and then we got Brother right here. You back, from putting in that hard ass work, sweating his ass off in North Kakalaki somewhere and shit. We gotta say Don Snipes in the building. What up, though, brother?
What's the problem with you, man?
Yeah, hey, look, and y'all already know who these ladies are. Say these are our special guest hosts. They always here. You know what I'm saying? With some new announcements. Say we got Vegan Hair Crack, which is Elizabeth. I had to get my little twang to it. Hey, and of course, Katrina from Dion Renee Collection, y'all. So welcome back, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Hey, look, how's y'all strong ends being? Make it quick.
Mine? I ain't did too much.
Oh, no.
We're gonna pass it to her. Okay.
She said, oh, no, I ain't did too much.
I'm going to make it real quick. I became a godmother this weekend for the first time.
Oh, congratulations. All right. Clap that shit up. All right.
I've never been a godmother. I have assigned that to plenty of people, but I've never been assigned that job. So.
All right. Congratulations. What about you, say, Elizabeth?
I have a whole lot of god kids. I have 5 kids, right? I have more god kids than I got kids.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Literally.
All right. Clap that shit up. Say godparents are needed.
That's what I said. I ain't got nothing special going on in my strong end. I've been making product and getting ready for y'all. That's it.
Okay. So, look, we going to let y'all make y'all announcements and stuff after this, too. So, what about you, say, sis? How was your strong end?
My strong end was great. 2 of my godchildren had babies last week. One on the 22nd, one on the 24th.
Oh, wow. Say, congratulations.
So now I have grand god babies. Well, I had one prior to those 2. But,
okay. Sheesh. All right. A lot of love going around then, huh?
Yeah. Right. So that was exciting. Just hung out in the yard with my family on Friday night.
Okay.
The rest of the strong end was just like chill mode.
Yeah. All right.
It's really been too damn hot to be outside.
Yeah, you ain't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What about you, brother? He over here.
Man, I was filming, I was traveling, and I was hot. You know what I'm saying? Down there in that North Kakalaki heat, and
whooping your ass.
What? I was laying down all day today. I didn't know how I was gonna make it today. I said, man, let me get my tail up and get here. I was comatose, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the next 3 days rehydrating. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Okay.
I ain't do too much. Same old.
All right. You want to make your announcement for your? Not yet, brother. No. I'm talking about okay.
No.
So look, as far as me, look. I didn't do too much, say, Friday, but Saturday and shit, I enjoyed myself. Say, at a beautiful wedding. Say, congratulations to Deshaun and Davina on their marriage. Hey, look, that shit was slapping. I had plenty of drinks. My wife did, too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, congratulations, man. They did it big, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm proud of them. It wasn't no fuckery. You know what I'm saying? It was
wedding drama.
No wedding drama, at least none that I seen. You know what I'm saying? But I believe everybody enjoyed themselves, man. And congratulations to them, man. They a beautiful couple, and I wish them 200 years together. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Much love. You know what I mean? It's
people still getting married.
Man, that shit was beautiful.
Days.
You know what I'm saying? Just to know, you know what I'm saying? Well, y'all just made y'all announcements about being godparents and people having kids and getting married and shit. That's what we talking about. Man, you know what I'm saying? That shit is needed. You know what I mean? Besides all this bullshit that be going on out here, where the love at, motherfucker?
I saw some big families while I was down south. I couldn't even hold you up.
They be stroking.
While I was down there,
that's what they be doing.
I said, I miss seeing this. I ain't gonna lie. We move a little different up here in the Midwest when it comes to big families. Yeah. But while I was down there a few times when I went and grabbed a little bite to eat, it was I saw a lot of big families out. And something else that I noticed while I was down there was there's a lot of people from El Salvador and Guatemala and India. Oh, so a lot of the city I was in, Apex, I didn't know what was going on. It was just different.
Was they hanging out a lot? I mean, you know what I'm saying? They was hanging out a lot.
Well, here's the deal,
but
right?
they was moving kind of like cautious and shit. Like they ain't trying to get deported.
No, they was out and about. Like imagine riding down Jefferson and you see about 15 taco trucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody had their little, you know, taco trucks parked in the back of the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So that was real convenient. You know, they had a lot more ethnic grocery stores.
Okay.
So, like, you know, here I feel like you on certain ethnic grocery stores, you know, you might go out to Dearborn. Then you might go out to Hamtramck if you're looking for some Yemeni. Southwest for Hispanic. No. This was all on one street.
Oh, okay.
It was a little bit.
That's what's up.
It was a little bit over here.
It's a little international spot, like some.
Yeah.
Like
so it was like, and then you got white folk walking down the street with their dogs. So it was like weird.
The Epcot Center and shit.
Bro, I didn't know where the hell I was at. This was different. You know what I'm saying? And that humidity down there is life changing.
Yo, ass. You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all make sure y'all give us a call in at 810-560-0658. Ladies,
hello.
I know y'all have some new products up here. I know y'all ain't come up here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So explain to us, you know what I'm saying, say the child hair line that y'all have. What is it, Nova?
Yeah, Nova's Roots.
All right, let us know. Hey, look, here we go.
So Nova's Roots has been created by my grandbaby.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's everything in this box she's been using since she was about 3 months old.
Oh shit. Okay.
Everybody always kept coming to me like, hey, you know, you don't have anything for kids? And I'm like, it's vegan. Everything is for kids.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit down. Because certain things I do just use for my grandbaby. So I was like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to break down what I use exactly for her.
Okay.
It's between DRC, and then I was like, I'm gonna put it together.
Okay. So you know my question is, you said it's in the box. So you know I gotta say my little shit. What's in the box? You know what I mean? You gotta tell us what's in the box.
I get on the phone. I'm telling her, I'm like, this my, you know, time. I call her everything. You know, that's my best friend, my business partner. So I'm like, you know, I think we should come out with a box. 2. She was like, okay. And we just started coming up with it. Because it's like, once I pick her brain, she gonna flood mine. She's overwhelming.
Okay.
When it's like I gotta be ready for it. So I had to mentally prepare myself, because I'm like, once I say this, she's gonna flood my brain, because she's the ones that does all the like handmade bows and hair bands that, you know, that come with the stuff.
Okay.
So that's when the Nova box came about.
Okay. All right. So what's all in the box?
You got shampoo, conditioner, hair gel, carrot cocoa shea. You either get a headband or a hair bow, depending on. You get a bonnet, you get a comb, and a brush.
Okay. All right.
Carrot cocoa shea.
Clap that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get them started.
That's for
get them started early.
Get them started early. Great, with some great products. Safe products, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, I want to add something. I was looking at this OBGYN. She was just kind of educating the women about certain body washes and stuff that they use, and she was saying that the vulva. I am about to be naming coochie parts, but anyway, she was talking about the vulva. The inside of it is like the inside of it is like the inside of your lip, you know what I'm saying? And it's a really, really thin layer of skin. And she was talking about how a lot of people don't realize, a lot of women rather don't realize that, you know, some of these things that they have in terms of fibroids and all this other stuff, it could also be directly linked to all of these certain body washes that they're using. And so to, you know what I'm saying, especially with these lotions and all other kind of stuff. Now again,
crazy you say that, because we have a soap. We have a carrot soap. We have a mango black soap. Am I correct? We have a couple soaps. And it's so funny, because a couple people that I do know that use the product, they use the shampoo or the conditioner through their whole body. They be coming to me like, oh, I use that on my whole body. I'm like, oh, all right. Because it's only going to promote hair growth where hair growth is. So.
Yeah,
that's interesting. But I think that's important to know, because I don't think people really look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of products that we're using, it's absorbing into our skin, absorbing into our cells some kind of way.
Yeah, some kind of way.
You know, and people don't really think about that. You know, they buying these products that got 30 different ingredients in it, and the last 3 of them be like TN66 and ZR99. You don't know what the hell.
It'll be the first 2.
Yeah.
It'll be the first 2.
Yeah.
But before we switch gears, we waited till tonight to premiere this one. We also have a tween box.
Okay.
So that was inspired from my daughter, who's a tween.
Okay.
And the twist to the tween box is it grows with you. So as she grows, things get added to the box. So what's in the tween box is everybody gets a card that comes with it. You have the QR code on the back to thank you for your purchase. But it comes with the lip gloss.
Okay.
It comes with the carrot soap.
Okay. All right.
And all of these things are online. You can order them individually, but people like bundles.
Yeah.
So we decided to come with the concept with the bundles, and it has the shampoo, the oil, the conditioner. It has a brown sugar scrub.
All right.
It comes with the brush. The brush has a mirror.
Okay.
A comb, the hair gel, and plain carrot cocoa shea.
Sheesh.
Is the hair gel to lay down the edges?
So while we're talking about the gel, if you look at my hair, I have the gel in my hair now.
Okay.
This is my summer look. I use the conditioner and the gel. I just wear my hair wet and wavy all summer.
Okay.
All of our products. So are my edges laid?
Okay.
If they don't use Hair Crack or DRC products, I can't speak for all edges now.
Yeah.
I can only speak for the Hair Crack and the DRC edges.
and then that sugar scrub, that's for the feet.
You see the skin?
Yeah.
Face.
It is for the feet. It's for the whole body. It's for the whole body.
Because sometimes the chicks be having like the bird nest, they be crackly.
You say elbows ashy.
Well, you know, some chicks in the summertime, they feet get crunchy.
You say
I don't
crunchy?
know what the hell. Yeah, in the bottom. But good stuff. If your feet is crunchy on the bottom, we got the sugar scrub for them. That's good stuff.
So let everybody know where to contact you guys and stuff, and where your products are located again.
The best way to go is to the website, veganhaircrack.company.site, and that's crack with a K. veganhaircrack.company.site. We do have locations, but I'm not going to name all 6 locations tonight. Go to the website, check everything out, place those orders.
That's how you drive traffic.
We deliver.
There we go.
We ship.
There we go.
That's it.
The tween box will be on there tonight. We was waiting to drop it off. We did not drop it.
That just premiered tonight, the tween box. And again, it grows. So as she grows, I add things to the box. Her birthday's in February. So during her birthday, I'm gonna do special gifts. But they all come with something handmade. It may be a headband, it may be a bracelet. It just varies.
All right.
She makes everything. Okay. But if you notice in the box, it says "Grow with me."
Yeah.
All right. That's dope.
So look, so make sure you have any little children, you little girls at home and stuff like that. Make sure y'all, support them and get these products and tweens, and tweens. Try to eliminate some of the stuff, some of the negative stuff, and bad products, out of your kids and stuff, life and stuff like that. Get them started early as far as their mind frame. You know what I mean? Kind of get them to think about their health to that degree. Yeah. You know what I mean? Skin health and everything.
And that's what it says on our card. Yeah. It says it's designed to help tweens take forward charge of their self-care.
There you go.
So that is what it's designed for. And everything comes in a box. Some of them may have a bag. It just all depends. It all depends on purchase and what's going on. And
all right. So when their birthdays come up, there you go. Holla at Hair Crack and Dion Renee Collection, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But I tell
and go to y'all site again. What's y'all site again?
Vegan Hair Crack, and that's crack with a K. .company.site.
All right.
And you also want to make sure that you follow us on our Facebook. We have the Hair Crack with the K. and it is the DRC, Dion Renee collection. We are going to be doing a special raffle for both of these boxes.
Okay. Now, go ahead.
And I always tell people, because they say, oh, it's so expensive. Understand, a little bit take you a long way. So I tell everybody, it lasts you 6 months. Nothing in the beauty supply store you get going to last you 6 months.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right.
6 months.
So look, my suggestion: come up with a box for the little boys too. You know,
it's coming soon.
Okay.
It's coming. So,
Okay. You know, because they like to wear their hair long, and you know what I'm saying.
It's coming.
And you know,
it's gonna be called the King's collection. So
there we go.
We just have a premiere
collection.
All right.
So
y'all heard it
since you
first.
brought it up.
It's going to be in the box too, though.
Yeah, it's coming in the box.
We just ain't got done
They gotta get
finished.
some waves and some, brushes. Oh yeah.
He's still coming up with everything he wants in the box because we let the kids kind of, have some input.
Yeah, little do-rags and shit.
And then the funds so when we making these boxes, like this box is for my granddaughter.
Okay.
And then that box is for my goddaughter, which is her daughter. Certain funds goes into a trust fund for them.
Okay.
So it's not just for us to just be like, oh yeah, we're eating.
Yeah.
No. The only thing that we're going to get back from is to make the product again.
That's
you gotta feed you can't milk it, because if your product take off and your box just take off, and then we're just So we have a certain amount of funds that go into the for the children. So
all right. Great job. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, y'all.
I want to see this King box, because there's a lot of young men out there that, you know what I'm saying, need to stop going and buying all this. It's crazy because a lot of products out here, they get taken over by some of the major folk, and then all of a sudden recipes start changing. And that's a lot of times what I see. You know what I'm saying? I remember back when Carol's daughter first popped off,
and they sold it.
And again, I get it. Certain stuff is what it is, but again, I feel like in this instance, it's a beautiful thing to support some sisters, black-owned business. You understand what I'm saying? Support the children and all that good stuff. So it's a few different things that's coming to fruition from this. So good stuff.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So look, now, brother, I know you got something coming up soon, right?
Yeah,
what you got coming up soon?
Make sure I don't mess up this title.
Yeah, before we get into this main topic.
I got a movie dropping on August 1st.
Okay.
Called didn't I send you? Yeah, I did send you. It's called The Ultimate Vendetta. I ain't want to mess the title up.
All right.
It's starring myself, Nunu Thurman, DeJuan Ford, and Robin Rose.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to the Shoe Lady. Shout out to Blacksmith. So yeah, 8/1/2025, August 1st. Check out The Ultimate Vendetta. I ain't about to tell y'all what it's about. We done shot a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it too when it come out. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
And
y'all having a movie premiere?
That I don't know, but
you make sure you keep everybody posted, man.
Yeah, I will.
You know what I'm saying?
I will. Ultimate Vendetta. Robin Rose, Nunu Thurman, DeJuan Ford, and myself. So yeah, go check that out.
All right, so be looking for August 1st, you say?
August 1st. All right. What's this? Are we in Leo season right now?
Yes.
August 1st is Friday.
Look, they get so mad. I've been seeing so many funny stuff. Leo lie. I'm like, oh my goodness. I haven't had a bad incident with Leos.
You said
I don't know him like that.
I love a Leo. I stay ready. I stay ready.
I don't know him like that.
Leo
you talking about you stay ready?
Season 365 for us. Mm-hmm. It's never not Leo season. What are you talking about?
So look, you talking about you stay ready. So you ready for this main topic then?
Let's go.
All right, y'all. So look, we gonna go ahead and dive into this main topic real quick. So it's called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. Human communication differences. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna kick it off. Say, sis, gonna kick this off. You know what I'm saying? She been egging to get this one on. You know what I'm saying? Pop this up.
Lord. Okay, so first, let me kick it off by saying this. It sounds controversial, but it's not meant to be controversial. It's meant to be educational, right? It's meant for us to communicate how we communicate, right? So that the opposite sex can understand when we're saying things. It's like it's not to be combative. It's not to be like, oh, we're right, you're wrong. It's just that women emote and communicate differently. So we're going to talk about some of those differences and the flip side of that as well, right? And one of the things that brought this topic up for me was when you were out on vacation and we had the show where we were talking about Father's Day.
Yeah.
I always go back and listen to our shows just to kind of see like, okay, what got responses? How did we do? Etc. And I'm like, they was coming for me hard, and I was agreeing with them. Why is that?
So that's what y'all was doing.
But
I called in.
And that's why I was like, it's perfect that they're coming on for this conversation because I know that she watched that show because she did call in. She had my back. Okay. But when I listened back to it, I was like, this is just another one of those we communicate differently. And so it sounds like I'm saying something because of the way I'm communicating it out of a woman's emotions that's going against how they were feeling. But I was really agreeing with them.
So let me add this. So let me add this real quick. So it says some communication styles include assertive, aggressive, passive, and passive aggression, right? Which style do you believe that you was communicating at? And then what style do you believe that they were communicating at?
I believe I was communicating in assertive communication style. But that's just my communication style. That's just how I communicate.
Hey, is the they me and Miles? Just so the fuck I know.
I wasn't here.
Yeah,
So,
that's what it is.
Okay, I wanted to know that. That's, okay, cool. Now I'm following.
Yeah, you and
Go
Dr.
ahead.
Rose.
Okay, because I heard that. But go ahead.
I want to know how was we jumping on her, or
Yeah. All right. Well, keep going. Up.
So what was okay? Well, in your perspective, what was their style?
It was giving aggression.
Aggressive. Okay.
It was giving aggression.
Okay.
All right.
So we wasn't giving passion.
we was giving aggression.
Let's go. No.
I mean, I think that's what happens mostly when men speak. We talk aggressive, right? Instead of with passion, because we can't possibly speak with passion.
With passion, and women emote, but men don't.
Right.
No, so,
I didn't say that. What I said was we emote differently.
Okay.
In my opinion, y'all was speaking on me versus her instead of listening to her. It was me versus you. It was I'm a guy, you a girl. Boom, 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 because this a man moment. That's in my opinion.
And I would like to say that
Might have been a little bit.
I respect that you interpreted it that way, but I think that this wasn't necessarily a guy against girl as so much as there needs to be a level of understanding, and that level of understanding needs to be brought with some clarity. And I think right now, and especially I'm gonna speak for myself, and I'll let you kind of expound upon this, but if I don't share with you how we as men sometimes think and sometimes we emote, then you don't know. And it was more of a let me bring something into your awareness as a woman. Let me bring some clarity to you, because one thing that I notice oftentimes, and this is with all of us in life. Most of us can only speak from our experience. Okay,
but she was agreeing.
I didn't necessarily. I don't remember the episode whether she was agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just gonna say this: there needed some clarity need to be brought to the motherfucking table, and that's.
He don't even remember the episode, but he knows some clarity needed to be brought to the motherfucking table.
But it sounds like it was the delivery, is the presentation.
Yeah, but
so it sounds like the way it was being said.
Yeah, but
especially
when men speak differently, like we had to sit here and argue back and forth, and they'd be like, okay, right. Y'all can't do that.
We just said it was men and a woman here.
You see how we is agreeing with each other? So that's what I'm saying. All that. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, that's what I'm saying. The only thing you did was say it slower and more polite in tone, and that's what made you correct and feel like you was right.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
I'm just saying. I mean, no. I'm just giving.
I can say it way
way different.
Of course you can.
That's not a little passive aggressive.
So all I'm saying is this: we were just being passionate, and I say this all the time. When men speak with passion, we're aggressive, and sometimes appear angry, like black women do sometimes. Mm-hmm. So when y'all speaking to other cultures, but when y'all speaking to when men speak, period. Again, Don is equipped with words, a lot of them, right? I just because of that episode we did, I got an app now called Vocabulary. You know why? Because I have to learn how to express myself other than just getting frustrated. You know what I mean? So you know what? You got it. No, fuck that. I'm not backing down no more. Because what we were saying on Father, we it's true, but you wasn't really agreeing. You was accepting it, thinking about it, then saying, okay. You wasn't in agreement when we were speaking about it.
I actually was in agreement when we were speaking about it. Just because I offered different perspectives around me being in addition to, I won't even say around me, in addition to me being in agreement with, all y'all heard was the other different perspectives that y'all didn't agree with. So that's what y'all were combating. But I actually was in agreement with what y'all were saying about, you know, the bitter baby mamas and it not being okay that they withhold the kids and that the father should be allowed.
Yeah, but that wasn't the majority of the conversation.
I'm feeling an attack right now.
Right, that's okay. You know. I got some words for him. Go ahead.
Being a girl dad.
I'm gonna tell you why. Now that you're saying this, I'm gonna go back and look at the show. But let me just say this, right? One thing that I make a daily practice of is to make observations and not judgments, and I make sure that to the best of my ability that I listen, and you know, I'm slow to speak, quick to listen. And again, I think that work both ways. Maybe if you said something that I agreed with, I didn't need to speak on it. But if you said something that I disagreed with, I want to address it. And I think that, again, that's important for us to know, because going off what you just said in terms of delivery, right? Mm-hmm. This is, again, right? I want to start right there with this conversation. As men and women, how do we honor each other's differences if we always gonna tell a man, hey, you know what, right now you acting like a man and it's too much, but then when it's time for us to hear it from a woman, it's not. And I'm just saying that in honoring each other's differences, right? And I said that this weekend, right? I have been changing my views when it comes to people expressing anger, right? Because oftentimes we try to control people when they're going through certain emotion. And you know, in recent years, I'm like, wait a minute, because I've been learning about acceptance. So acceptance means that maybe when you get angry, you get quiet. Maybe when she get angry, she talk loud. Maybe when you get angry, you withdraw. Maybe when she get angry, she can't let it go. So she might turn up. But here's the deal, right? I've had to learn. Many of us have been taught, you know, hey, somebody raising their voice, you disrespecting me. Somebody being quiet, or you acting funny, you trying to be controlling. And here's the deal, right? When we honor the fact that energy needs to be expressed, meaning when you are joyous and happy, you're going to express that one way. And when you angry, you're going to express it another way. And now I'm to the point where it's just like, hey, listen, however you need to express that, go ahead and express it. And I'm here for it. And I've been learning more to sit with it, because I had somebody around me at one point that I really, really care about, and they used to yell, right? But they yelled because they was passionate. But when I grew up, I was taught, I don't want a motherfucker yelling at me or they disrespecting me. And I realized, no, in that moment, she wasn't disrespecting me. When I learned different, she was just expressing herself, right?
And that's what
but I'm saying, the same way me as a man, I got to be able to handle that from a woman. I would like to see a little bit more grace when it's time on the flip side for us as men, because I don't got no soft ass voice, and my shit might be louder than yours.
That came with growth, correct?
It did, absolutely.
Yeah. Like when my voice, when I speak,
you gotta find that person at that level.
My voice is intimidating to a woman a lot of times when I speak, right? Because they were like, "You yelling at me?" I'm not yelling at you. You know what I mean? You could try to be so authoritative when you talking to me. That's my voice. You know what I mean? Well, we mean talk like this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk like that.
We don't want you to talk like that.
I definitely.
To your point, Dawn, that's exactly what I wanted this show to be about. I wanted it to be about respecting and honoring those communication differences. You said something to me one day that really put a piece of this into perspective, right? When you said, because I was like, I just don't like when people yell at me. I don't like when men yell at me. I don't like when women yell at me. I just don't like it. Talk to me nice. Like, or if you can't talk to me nice in this moment, maybe let's just take a step back and then you can come back and talk to me nice. Yeah. Maybe let's just take a break. But when you put it to me in the perspective of men have all of these things, all of this weight that's on their shoulders, they don't regularly express their emotions. So when they do express their emotions, it does come out aggressively or as anger or appear as if they're not in control of the emotions at that time, when really it's just a buildup that's spilling over. But
most of the time, I'm gonna tell you this though. Just I believe that a lot of guys, men, that actually feel like if they can express themselves, say, just in general, it might be loud or whatever, they feeling like they can do that with that person, they feel comfortable. Because most of the time in society, like Cuz said, was this. It's been a lot of society that tell men, hey, you being too much of a man, you sound like you way too aggressive, and everybody want to shut you out or don't even want to let you express your emotions. You know what I'm saying, properly. Like, we're not a monolith on how we all express ourselves, just like women are. You know what I mean? Like, even with me, like, Cuz will tell you, like, yeah, I've always I speak passionately a lot of times, and my voice will get higher. But what I've noticed about me a lot of times is when somebody is triggering me now, instead of me just hurrying up, getting loud and stuff like that, the other, say, communication style, what we was talking about earlier, for me is shut the fuck up. I'll shut the fuck up, or I want you to shut the fuck up. Just quiet, just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Relax, be a little bit patient, and then proceed. That's, really for me. But it's more so like if we in this heated situation, as far as if you having an argument or a disagreement, a lot of times and stuff, I try to step back and really just try to relax.
I gotta say.
Now listen, that's really in the phase of what I'm trying to work on myself, because normally I'm going to say what I want to say, but at the same time, like what Cuz was saying, I'm trying to observe too. So I'm trying to elevate myself, you know what I'm saying, from being so emotional just to
sometimes you have to learn silence with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a high head.
And that's yeah. Like I've been getting like that, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I have a real bad temper. And I'm one of them people that I always use my hands. And if I did use my mouth, you gonna want me to use my hands. And I had to learn, it ain't what you say, it's how you say
it. Yeah.
So even though I still got to say what I got to say, I still need to make sure my heart show up. So I need to watch my words so they don't cut you.
Yeah.
Because even though, and my dad would call my name, and I knew when I was in trouble. Girl, Dad, he'd be like Elizabeth Monique. I would shit my pants.
Oh.
I knew. And I'd come to him in tears, and he already knew, I ain't even gonna touch you. But my brother, he come beating on his chest. And I never understood, why you beating on your chest? You know this man,
Yeah.
And I learned early how, my dad always told me, either my dad was on the punishment where if you come tell me the truth, you good. But you play with me, I'm going to bite you.
Yeah.
And you ain't going to like how I'm going to bite your ass.
Yeah.
So that goes into when he was saying, I heard her, but she was saying too much.
Yeah.
And with a man, I learned, and a lot of females, and everybody tell me you got too many man ways because I'm real cutthroat. Because with
it's
a man,
the less words.
The
less you speak,
Yeah, because with a
that
man,
we gonna hear.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
If you apologizing to a man, you just gotta say sorry.
Yeah,
you cannot say I'm sorry, but
once you say but, it's a wrap.
That nigga,
or however,
but you gotta understand me.
Yeah,
you can't even say sorry.
You just gotta
that's the fucking worst.
that but, however,
no, it's here, but.
The only reason why I say that is because sometimes some people be more focused on you understanding them than they understanding you, and they be in the wrong, and that shit
lack accountability. And I'm heavy on accountability.
Yeah.
I live on it.
And here's the deal, right? And I got a question. It's straight up for the ladies. I'm gonna just address the elephant in the room. Why the fuck do y'all think that is? In other words, I'm saying to you, right, as a man, right, when I come to a woman and I say, I'm sorry, and this is something else I want to add to this, right?
It's never enough.
Not only do I gotta say I'm sorry, but what I've noticed is, as men, we gotta have the capacity to hear whatever shit come with her angriness. Now, why when women apologize, it be like, I'm sorry, but blah 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 blah, because it feel like they still placing blame.
Yep.
And it still feel like I just want you to understand why I was wrong.
Yeah.
Why do we gotta understand
because
that?
we got
I don't
both.
fucking
Because
understand
I
that.
don't want to be on this table by myself. A lot of women don't know how to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Accountability. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of women have a problem with when you come to a woman apologize, she want to know why you apologizing.
Yeah, no, it's like you said, it's never enough. It's more
not
so
enough.
like,
You
gotta explain why you apologizing to
why
me.
you did it.
And then they do shit like this. So why you saying sorry?
So why you saying sorry?
And you be sitting up there like, the fuck.
Well, fuck it then. I'll take it back.
Effective communication, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times people say sorry just to get past the moment. Just to put the argument behind you, but then if you don't truly understand what you did that impacted me, that hurt me, that offended me, that made me feel disrespected or neglected or whatever the feeling is, whatever that core
That
emotion
shit usually
is.
show back up when you don't genuinely mean the apology.
It comes
But
back
that's
up.
gonna happen.
So instead of me allowing it to be pushed under the rug and it come back up, let's have a real conversation about why this happened and how we move forward and not allow this to happen again.
But which one is better though? You know what I'm saying, as far as apology, actions or just their words? Because if a person and shit is known to not have that many words and just say, hey, I apologize, right?
That's what knowing your mate.
And then and shit, you know what I'm saying, they follow it up with changed behavior. You understand what I'm saying?
Both.
So
because sometimes the non words or the can kind of somewhat seem a little dismissive. Listen, I know people who do fucked up shit, and then they might come back and, let me take you to dinner, or let me give you some head, or let me buy this gift for you.
But they already did some fucked up shit just 20 minutes ago.
And I'm saying to you that it's both. We need to see words and change behavior, and I think that just come with growth. I think that come with maturity. Yeah. When you are mature, you understand the power of coming in and saying, man, I really apologize about that. I didn't mean that, or that was an error on my part. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I don't plan on doing that again. And something else that I learned with the apology, learn how to acknowledge how you made a person feel.
Yeah.
It's one thing I come to you and I say, hey baby, look, you know what, I'm sorry about that. But it's another thing when I say, baby, I'm sorry. I know when I did that made you feel, you know what I'm saying, like I was dismissing you or not trying to hear you out, and I'll never want to make you feel that way again. Words are powerful, and I think that as we mature, we learn the power of using our words. And then to me, the change behavior is the icing on the cake. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Because to me, the change behavior really represent, I took into consideration what you was talking about. Now let me show you. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't need no more motherfucking words. Now it's time to put this shit in action.
But that goes into, you remember a long time ago, I was like growing in love instead of falling in love. Mm-hmm. When you grow in love, you know how to deal with someone. Yes. And that's not just your mate, because you date your friends, you date your family. So you also got to grow with them as well. So you learn how to deal with this person and deal with this person. Like, I know when to give her a minute. And I'm okay. I cannot hear from her for 24 hours and I know she all right. I know she need a minute. And I'm okay with that. I'm not taking it personal. I'm not, oh, it's about me. You didn't even check on me. I know that you needed your 24 hours.
Listen, let me tell you something. What you just said, for a lot of us, our ego be showing up in the wrong motherfucking place at the wrong fucking time.
Because we beat on our chest. It's a me syndrome. And we and I hate when people be like, oh, black people. No, that's all us as human beings
that's
have a me
behavior.
Situation going on.
Absolutely.
You know, we beat on our chest with it so bad. Like I hear people be like, you don't know what I was going through. You right, but you don't know what I was going through. So in the matter
everybody
of
going through something.
Yeah, in the moment that you thinking, and it's times where I done been in the hospital and I be like, damn, I'm having a bad moment, and I'll call somebody I know having the worst moment than me, because if I'm having a fucked up moment, what you doing? So let me call you, and I don't even tell them I'm in the hospital. I'm like, what you doing? How you doing? And just talking to them, lifting their spirit might make me feel better. And then I'm hanging that phone up. I'll talk to that person a week later. Oh, what you been up to? Oh, nothing. Oh, how you been? I've been okay, just got out the hospital. What? When? Oh, I was on the phone with you. But they never thought to say, well, how you been?
And hold on, I gotta speak on that. I feel as though nowadays, I don't think people even understand that they enter into relationships, whether it be with friends or, you know, partners, and they want to get. But somewhere down the line, they forget to give. And I feel like that giving comes with, like you said, let me tap in with you. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
Because I'm giving you my overflow.
And I feel like, going back to the Father's Day conversation, I think the main point that I just want to stress to the audience and just women period is, men get tired of being called zesty and babies when we start talking about our emotions. As men, we want to get checked on too. We want somebody to actually and I hate the conversation around it where it's just like, oh, the only way you're gonna get checked on is
your
if you
mama.
paying somebody motherfucking bills,
some shit like that.
Or your mama.
If you tapping in with a dick, no, I'm a man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and if you fuck with me like that, I want to feel like somebody give a fuck about me as well. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a lot of us don't feel like that. I'm just telling you, like, I know so many men that these motherfuckers could be at the crib, could barely motherfucking walk, and the only thing a motherfucker gonna say is, you hungry? And that's about it. But I'm just saying, like, this and
they have nothing vested. That's what I call they don't have anything vested. It's just
that's what they got to offer.
Day-to-day activity. That's it. I don't care if what I'm cooking is giving you high blood pressure. I don't care if you go to the doctor.
This is what I have to offer.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
And men, I'm just
They're
saying,
not vested. They're just there.
As men, we need that. We need that, and I think that's the one thing culturally that we gotta work on. You understand? And I don't know. I'm not about to go down the rabbit hole of placing the blame. I'm just saying that I think that many of us, if we don't make the effort to learn as we, you know what I'm saying, grow as adults, and quote, break these curses or break these cycles of unhealthy and toxic communication, then we're not gonna get it right. But to me, when we actually put forth the effort, man, our children are watching us. And there are times where it's just like, man, when I first had you, I might have been fucked up with my communication. But now I'm gonna put you up on game and we're gonna grow together.
But and men have a problem with being vulnerable. I never seen my daddy cry.
But you know why though? Because of, like I said, it goes back to pretty much what society never, you know what I'm saying, appreciate.
Of course,
it's always been shunned on men to not show their emotions.
I watched my dad get shot 4 times. He drove himself to the hospital with us in the car. Did not share a tear. I watched my dad bury his mom. He didn't share a tear. He got his leg cut off. I walk in the hospital. He shared not one tear. And that man was in so much pain. You can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm saying, real quick. Ladies out there, you know, you have a husband.
Put him in a safe space.
Put them in a safe space.
Create the safe space. As a woman, y'all have the power to create the fucking space.
Say this.
That's exactly what it is.
So let me just say this.
Create the space.
hear your man out. You know what I'm saying? Listen to him. Be patient and just listen. If he's sounding, say emotional when he's talking, if he's talking a little bit, just let him vent. Because most of the time, we just venting. You know, I think a lot of times people don't know how to just listen listen without actually trying to have a conversation with somebody. Sometimes they just need to vent. Sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up.
Just listen to understand and not to respond.
Just to try to understand and don't try to interject yourself and your feelings into what the fuck he's saying. Because a lot of times that shit make this shit worse.
And then don't try to fix it.
Yeah, and don't try to.
I think we have that both sides of the fence. It is, you know, when someone comes to us to vent, and you know, men are problem solvers, right? A good man is going to want to find a way to resolve what you're going through and relieve that pressure from you.
Yes.
It doesn't always come out that way, but that's the intention behind it.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say is this: is I completely agree with you. As women, and I've said this before on the show, we do have to create the safe space for our significant others to be able to come in and lay their problems down and not worry about facing the same combative energy that they face when they're outside of the house. Yeah, I completely agree with that. The other thing, just to go back to something that was said earlier, is yes, it's important to confirm that your spouse understands exactly what they did that hurt you so that it doesn't happen again moving forward. But it is also our responsibility to communicate that.
Properly.
To communicate it properly.
Because we wait until it's too much.
Yeah, instead of like blowing up and cussing your man out or saying it in an aggressive way or saying it in a way that's demeaning to him, like, you so fucking stupid, how could you not know?
Watch your words.
Yeah, watch your words. Talk to your man nice. I have a very conscious mindset when it comes to communicating with the people that are in my life. And so if you do something that hurts me, it's going to be very clear, and it's going to come out in a very non-threatening way of, hey, listen, when you did that, this is how it made me feel. Mm-hmm. Next time, can we try this? Next time, can we move this way? Even if I don't offer this solution, just being able to say, hey, that hurt me. Because I also believe I don't really give a fuck or care to do anything about you being angry. But if you tell me I hurt you,
different story.
It's a different story. Yeah. Now that I want to do something about, that I want to resolve. I kind of feel like your anger is your issue. But if below that anger is hurt or disappointment, that's what we need to be communicating with each other. Because if you're with somebody who cares about you, the last thing they want to do is hurt you.
But can you admit this though, and them ladies, y'all here, I want y'all honest opinion. Can you say, and Don, please, this is the part that sometimes I believe men get angry at. Because we don't know a lot of times that y'all have been dealing with males and not men. You feel me?
It's a difference.
Y'all have dealt with so many males to where when y'all read them,
or none at all.
No,
absolutely. And then when y'all deal with a man, y'all don't know how to handle us. So it's like and here's the deal. People oftentimes they fear what they don't understand.
Yes.
People oftentimes get, angry about stuff simply because they cannot understand. And it's like, and I totally agree with you. I feel like when you're used to dealing with that motherfucker that's gonna come to the table with a bunch of excuses, that motherfucker that's not gonna be accountable, that motherfucker that don't know how to handle you gently in those moments where you need to be handled gently.
Allow you to be.
Y'all kind of, or like you said, it's some women out there who ain't had a relationship with their father, don't give a fuck about having a relationship with their motherfucking father. They mamas didn't talk shit about their fucking daddy so motherfucking bad. They don't realize that shit show up in your current relationship
in the wrong times.
Yes. And it's just like sometimes a man could be. I've been in situations or around men who have poured their fucking heart out to a woman, and I mean it's almost as if her heart was so callous to what he was saying she didn't even give a fuck. And again, this wasn't him pleading because he was weak.
Right.
when people care about you and they love you, they fight for their relationship in a certain kind of way. Yeah. And I feel like that's the thing that, you know, when if men keep saying we need the space for that. I know so many men who have shared like, yo, I've expressed myself and then been done so fucking dirty.
Because women have this, a lot of women grow up, and you got the women that grow up with a house full of women. That's the worst ones. They grow up this false, you know, oh, a man's supposed to be like this and a man's supposed to be like that. So then they encounter men, you know, like Charlamagne said, black men don't cheat. And I hear so many people get a backlash like, oh, that sounds crazy. You don't hear what he said. He said, man. Mm-hmm. So a lot of women, they see their mom with boys.
Yeah. I mean,
and this boy, he got his pants sagging. He ain't got no education. He don't know how to talk. He got $500 in his pocket, and it's probably $100 in the rest ones, and he got it looking good. And he done bought y'all a pizza, and he gonna take your mama to the back, and he gonna pop on your mama, and he gonna leave. And that's gonna be the ritual every Friday. So when you get with your man, and he ain't coming to break your kids off a little punk-ass pizza, mm-hmm. And he got that little knot that you think.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
another hot and ready.
And right.
So no.
She hot and ready.
No, you're right. Because dig this. One thing I've learned that I know I'm not.
I mean, I'm just saying.
One hot and ready for another.
And it's not a black thing, because I hate it. And they be like, oh, it's a black women. It is not a black thing. No. I hate when I hear that, because I hate that you lived in a box. Well, because that's all I hear. If I hear somebody say, "Oh, that's a black thing,"
nah.
When they say
that's human,
that's
yeah. But
I
when
had a white girl tell me something, because my baby daddy, that's what we call him, and I'm looking at her like,
what? When I was in
you live in a box too, huh?
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean, you gotta realize white folks is the first niggas.
Yeah.
So just understand that they are the first niggas,
they
right?
was the first ones to use BD, baby daddy.
They are the first niggas. Yeah. The only way we are how we are is because of them. They was our slave masters.
They taught us violence, ignorance.
We color based and not culturally based.
Yeah.
So everybody else who came here, they came here willingly. So when they came, they brought their spices, they brought their language, they brought everything that's part of their culture, right? White folks, we gave them what we can out of the stuff we had to work with. That's why our food and all that stuff tastes different, right? When white folks taste our food, they're like, damn. And we be like, raisins don't go on potato salad.
I'm not about to.
No, I'm being serious, because that's their thing of trying to be different. We emulate
it. Do breadcrumbs,
right? And we do everything just like they do it. I swear to God, we are.
They call that shit stuffing and not dressing.
Stuffing. But anyway, when women deal with males, the first set, if me and Don kicking it with somebody, and they used to dealing with males, right? And it sound like we're giving an excuse. It kicks them right back
to the experience that she had with the fucking boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I had to tell somebody one day. I was like, listen, I don't see a lot of grace oftentimes when it comes to, men being able to practice their leadership. And it was a whole fucking big ass conversation about this. But this go like this, right? And like you said earlier, sometimes a dude want to vent. Learn to shut the fuck up. Like, I don't need you to be combative or argumentative in the moment.
Just hear me out.
I need you to do the same
don't
shit.
Don't throw it in my face.
Yeah, that I need to do with you as a man. And you understand what I'm saying? And so going back to the leadership part, listen, when for those that have little boy, which is children, period, and you teach them how to ride a bike, there comes a time where you let go of the back of that seat and they might fall. Mm-hmm. Listen, I've seen men try to step into that leadership role and it be a motherfucker up on them like, you better not make no mistake. You make a mistake, you're a weak ass man. You make a mistake, then I can't trust you no more. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What the fuck? Doctors are doctors, and most of them don't know what the fuck they're practicing medicine. A lot of men, a lot of men lack leadership because they not even given the space to practice being a fucking leader. Sometimes as a leader, you fuck up and you make a bad decision, but guess what? You learn from that shit. Yeah. And I'm saying that
if you trying to be a real leader, you gonna learn.
But that also goes into a lot of men don't pick the right mate. You know,
and a lot of women don't pick the right mate.
They pick up for the wrong reason. They pick up for the wrong reason.
I always told my kids growing up, because I got 4 boys, 1 girl. I always told them growing up, like, never have sex with somebody you ain't willing to marry. Mm-hmm. Because you possibly can have a baby. Yeah. And then if it don't work with this person, another man gonna raise your child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I tell everybody, like, take your time. Yeah. Get to know a person so that you know who you getting with.
Yeah.
That way you can be vulnerable, you can be open, you can be a leader. Because that person know, like, hey, you gonna be my leader, but you know, just in case you fall or stumble, I'ma catch you.
I got you.
Yeah. But you know, if a man out here trying to be a leader and he ain't got nobody catching him, he ain't gonna never succeed.
Yeah, one of the foundations is having standards. So teaching them right and you telling them right. You know what I mean? So, all right, y'all. We about to get on out the door, but before we do, sis, you got anything you want to add into the rest of this conversation before we out of here?
Yeah, I think the moral of the story is listen to understand, not to be understood, and communicate with respect and love.
All right. Smoke it back to that. What about you, say, Elizabeth? Anything you want to add as far as on the conversation, and also where to find, say, your products again?
So, what I'm gonna add to this, and I'll tell everybody. Smile, God watching. You ain't got no reason to smile. Every day you get up, smile, God watching. He got you. It start with him, then you.
All right.
She can tell you the great products.
All right, Katrina, what you got? You got anything you want to add? And
no, just be you. Find that person that allows you to be you, that doesn't try to change you. Whatever you give, they take. Everybody has that person out there. But to this product, it can be found online at Vegan Hair Crack. That's Crack with a Crack.
There we go. You damn right.
Okay. And I'm going to run that
one more time.
That's Vegan Hair Crack, crackwithak.company.site.
All right.
And don't forget to follow us on those Facebook pages, Dion Renee Collection and Hair Crack.
And get these boxes, y'all.
With the K.
What about you, brother?
Man, I'm just sitting here thinking, I feel like for those that are seemingly struggling.
We didn't even get the kicker.
For those that are seemingly struggling to figure this thing out, if you start focusing on practicing love and what that really looks like and what it means, with a whole lot of forgiveness, all right, I feel like that sets the tone in the space. Because here's the deal: many of us are struggling with a lot of these things when it comes to communication, because we lack the ability to forgive, you know what I'm saying, ourselves and people in our past. And so this shit becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy of not being able to move past and get to healthy communication with people that we love and we care about. And so I feel like just those two things, when you start to focus on being more loving, when you start to focus on what it truly means to forgive, and I ain't talking about this, I forgive, but I don't forget. No, fuck that. Sometimes you need to forgive and completely forget, because the only way you're going to move past and create more space for love is, and the only way you're going to be able to have a capacity for more love is when you let go of some of the other bullshit. Yeah. You can't be sitting around all the time talking about something. I ain't letting none of this shit go. Well, then you walking around carrying the same shit, and then did you truly forgive? No, you just said some shit with your mouth. Right. So I stress that love and forgiveness, them the two places to start if you're struggling with how do I really move past this shit. And forgiveness look different for everybody, but I can tell you this much: there are so many of us that do not practice for true forgiveness. I'm not talking about the surface level shit. Yeah, I'm talking about true fucking forgive, that type of forgiveness that heal families, heal cultures, heal our neighborhood, heal our community. That shit is way deeper than a lot of this surface level shit that motherfuckers be saying. Yeah. Some people be giving these back, it's like what they say, you know, motherfucker get backhanded ass compliment. That's how motherfuckers be forgiving. They be like, I forgive you, but I ain't fucking with you. No. Okay, hold on. See, now you didn't.
Put that butter in there.
That's bullshit. And again, if somebody might disagree, I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying, when you start practicing,
what you do with somebody, you tell them you forgive them, and they say they ain't asked for it.
Mm-hmm. Say again.
What you do with somebody that say you tell them I forgive you, and they say they ain't asked for it.
It's for me, not for you.
There you go. Listen, there you go.
Forgiveness is all. Listen,
it's always about you.
Forgiveness is always about you, and not only is it about you, but I'll say this: if you give somebody forgiveness and they don't forgive you, then they start to create their own karma in a whole nother different way. And sometimes you got to realize some people out there, on the flip side, need forgiveness from you so that they can heal. It's healing for both of you. There are some people that have done you a certain kind of way, and just you forgiving them and them knowing that actually can be healing for them. So it works both ways. All right. But forgiveness and love, that's all I got to say.
All right. Hey, look, and on that note, y'all, we going to go ahead and flex out. I want to thank everybody for coming on through and tapping on in. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if y'all haven't. And we'll be back here next Monday for episode 115. So y'all know what to do. Flex it on up, y'all. We'll see y'all 9 o'clock next week. Peace, y'all.
Yeah. 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 Big flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal, Muscle Gang, we up next. Cast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoya, Deshaun, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.